I want to say to the Stranger Things fan base, I see you.
We see.
And I don't think you're crazy. So I'll say that. Not because you're right. You're wrong, but you're not crazy. And I say that because I went through this. We went through this with Mass Effect. You may not know what that is, but if you were to go look up Mass Effect 3 indoctrination theory, you would know that we've been there. Okay? We understand what it's like to be disappointed with the ending of a project that you've invested years into and to feel like it just can't, it's just, there's no way that this is the ending. And to believe that the writers are so dope that they put something underneath the surface that the real fans would
Nobody
catch.
does that.
And that's the problem. Nobody
as
does
much
that.
as we would love it, creators
Nobody does that.
Filmmakers do not do that.
We
Video
read
games,
more
they
into
don't do
content. And once I started getting into anime fandoms, I realized fandoms, we read more into the content than even the creators do.
Yeah,
and it's not a problem with the
100%.
creators. It's just the creators are making it. We're studying it. We're obsessing over it. And so we're getting things and gleaning things out of it that they did by accident.
Yeah.
And so that's the problem here. It's not that you're crazy. It's that you're invested and you care.
Yeah.
But you do have to let go.
Yeah,
It's time to let go.
it's
We
time
had
to
to
let
let
go
go of the indoctrination theory.
It's time to let it go.
Even though there was so much, you want to know how deep it got? We were looking at the asset textures. Like, do you remember that when you're walking after Harbinger dropped down and lasered everybody to death,
Yes.
and then you're left because that was supposed to be the moment you saw Harbinger, and on the side there was like this blurry textures of like the mangled whatever. But when you looked at it, it looked like Kaden and Ashley's textures mixed together. And
It probably
like,
was.
It could have been.
They
But
just
we
used
read
those
into
textures.
It was like, this is how we know you're in Shepard's mind. Oh, this is fake. There's no way to start. And some of you are like, what are you talking about? Look it up. If you're a Stranger Things fan, it'll give you some solace to know you're not alone.
Oh my
it happens.
gosh.
It will continue to happen. I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm not that invested in Stranger Things, so I didn't care about the ending one way or the other.
Yeah,
I didn't like the last season, but I didn't think that the ending episode was anyway far off or anything. But I understand if you guys do, and I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I feel you. You're not crazy. You're invested.
I mean, I feel like it ended the way it was supposed to end, to be honest with you. and also, to be honest with you, I think the Duffer Brothers are checked out. I think that they are done. I sent you that one video. It was like, at this point, these dudes are just done.
Yeah, they're done.
Because they're like, someone's like, I don't even think that they remember what the show's about. It's just like, So, yes, your favorite creators, it's great to love them, but not everyone puts. I would love to think that, as a storytellers and creators, I would love to think that we would have the wherewithal.
I got to put myself for that.
To do that. But like, as cool as that would be, like it would be so dope. Like you would kind of wonder, like, why don't people just go back and remake games, like old games? Like, why don't you just come back and just change the ending? It's like, it would be wonderful, but these things just do not happen, unfortunately.
Now, I'm not encouraging you to do this, but if you guys keep making enough noise, will they come back and do something? I don't know, because we kind of got it to happen with Mass Effect.
It did happen with Mass
Effect.
Effect.
They updated, did some DLC to update the ending.
Didn't help that
they
much.
They didn't
but
change it. They just expanded and explained a lot of the plot holes. And I felt like when that came out, I was like, if y'all had this ending be the ending first, you probably wouldn't have got as much kickback.
Probably, because you would at least understood it a little bit better.
We would have had issues, but we had a not understanding it and feeling like y'all didn't understand what you were writing. But at least it would have just been y'all don't understand what you're writing, and now us not understanding it.
Right. There was so much turmoil on that. One of the main writers from Mass Effect 1 was not on Mass Effect 3. That's part of the problem. He may have been on Mass Effect 2, but I think he was off at that point.
Well,
and it was stuff, he was the one who was writing for all the stuff that Tali was talking about. He Drew, I think it's Drew Capuchin.
Okay,
I think he's the one who was doing the dark energy stuff. So my Mass Effect tangent there, but it was supposed to go differently.
But you gotta understand the hype. Maybe it was similar to the hype for Stranger Things season 5. The hype for Mass Effect 3 was insane. Like it had me reading novels because this character's about to get introduced. Kylie, this character's about to be introduced to the games. He had been in novels. You need to read the novels so you can see him in the game because this dude was unbeatable. But then Shepard was gonna fight. Oh my gosh,
that was funny.
I wish I could return to the hype for Mass Effect 3.
Yeah,
it was and it was such a good experience.
Yeah, that was the perfect game until you got to the end.
I can't call it, but that first sequence when the Reapers hit Earth and you're leaving and you see the kid
beginning?
run
away.
Yeah. the experience of Mass Effect 3 was amazing.
The thing that's wild is they really did set that up for indoctrination. Because remember, he was having all the dreams.
Yeah, and the Star Child looked exactly like the kid he saw in the beginning. Like
that's what I'm saying.
It made a lot of sense.
That one, I didn't think people were that crazy for the indoctrination theory, to be honest with you.
I was going deep like the rest of y'all. I believed it. I was like, yes, man, this is it, indoctrination theory. But it wasn't to be. So
yeah,
I feel you guys. I just wanted to touch on that for you guys. Yeah, I feel you.